I don't think people are giving enough credit to the new Happy Gas in Minecraft because they are really useful. So in today's video we will be getting into why the Happy Gas are useful along with other new features that Minecraft is going to add in the next update. So let's get into the video. So the first step to actually getting to know this update is of course going into the Nether, which this spawn is really cool. I've never actually seen something like this at the Nether spawn. But once you're in the Nether, all you want to do is just find a Soul Sand Valley, because that is where all this is going to be starting from. And right here I found a Soul Sand Valley, and this is exactly what we need. As you can see here, this is a fossil which was once useless, and it's pretty cool because it is right next to a bastion. But now if you were to look inside it, then you will actually find what we're looking for, which is a dried ghast. Now the next step is to take this back into the overworld because we're going to need some water for this. And now that we're back in the overworld, all we need to find is a source of water and then just stick the dried ghast into it. And as you can see there, we get the advancement staying hydrated, which is a new advancement. And as you can see here, these green particles are coming off of it, which means that it is actually rehydrating. Now we just need to wait, and I can make this faster by setting the tick rate up from 20. So while we're waiting for that gas to spawn, let's go ahead and do the next part of this snapshot. So they added a new crafting recipe, which has 3 leather at the top, 2 glass on either side, and 1 wool block of your choice in the middle. And what that makes is a new item called the harness, and whatever color of wool that you use will be the color of the harness, and of course it has to rain. And finally, the ghast has hatched. So this is the ghastling, which is pretty much just a baby version of the Happy Ghast. Now these ghaslings don't really do anything when they are babies, but if you were to get some snowballs and feed it to the ghast, then it can actually be used as food. So if you were to get wheat and feed it to a baby cow, then it would times how fast it would grow up, and it would grow up much quicker. And the baby ghast uses snowballs. But once the ghastling is all grown up, it is a lot bigger, and it just pretty much looks like a normal ghast until you look at its face, which actually has a smile. And once you hold the harness, it will actually flip down to you and want you to put the harness on it. Now once you put the harness on it, then you can actually ride it like you can with a horse or a pig. The only difference being, of course, that you can actually fly and you can stand on the Happy Ghast. So as you can see here, if I were just flying on it and if I got off, then I can actually stand on the Happy Ghast and it'll just be a solid block pretty much. Now you can hurt the Happy Ghast while you're standing on it, so just don't punch it a lot or else you'll be finding yourself falling like hundreds of blocks in the air. So one good thing about the Happy Ghast is if you were to say build up, then you can actually build up really quickly using the Happy Ghast instead of actually building and having to use scaffolding all the time, which it is faster to just pillar up like that. But if you were to make a larger build, then it would be very useful to actually get some of those finer details in. Now another feature is that if I were to just place some cows down and then lead them, then they would be normal unless I were to shift and then lead another cow. So as you can see here, it actually combines the leads, making them all into one to kind of give us a sort of caravan that you can have. But I'm not done with the Happy Ghast yet, because if we were to get over to it, then we can actually put the lead onto the Happy Ghast and have the Happy Ghast float around with these cows. Now we can also ride the Happy Ghast and carry the cows with us, or whatever animal or mob that you have. But this is a super useful way to carry mobs now. But say 2 cows aren't enough for you, say that you want like 4 cows or something, well you can use boats too. As long as you shift click the ghast like so, then you can actually go ahead and combine the cows and in the boat to the ghast. And as you can see here, it gives like these 4 leads on the sides and corners of the ghast to actually kind of support the boat at the bottom. So that's all there is to show with the Happy Ghast and leads, but there is one final feature that we haven't touched on yet, and that is the new craftable saddles. So to craft a saddle, all you want to do is just put an iron ingot and then have that surrounded almost all the way by leather, and then you get yourself a saddle. So this whole video, I've actually been playing a music disc that they are going to add in the next update called Tears, made by Amos Roddy. So that is all the main features with this update, but don't worry, there is probably still tons more to come besides bug fixes, which they've already started work on. But with all that being said, make sure you guys comment what you want to see in the next video, as well as liking this video and subscribing to my channel. It really does help out a lot. And with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and goodbye.